We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep, and some informer friend we lovely. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good night and welcome to the Prime Minister's Watch Night. Pothole industry government. More billions dedicated to our roads, but we're still drowning in them, aren't we, Prime Minister? To my community party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, real subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good evening and welcome. Sharon Bernard, David Jervis, Steve V, good evening, and welcome. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Prime Minister's Watch Night. Tonight, a Prime Minister in a cloud of corruption, a Prime Minister who is on his way down. Beverly Arlene Foster. Good evening. Good evening, Jason Kane. Good evening. Welcome, Dora Morris. Beat and Teach. Good evening. Sharon Bernard. Good evening. Like and share the live if you don't want me to go to argument tonight. Good evening. We have looked into the future of the Jamaica Labour Party, RJ. And boy, it look heavy upon them. Still time. Empress Deb. Cloud round the Jamaica Labour Party. Cloud around them. So we go all the way to St. Thomas today. We journey to the east. And we ask Mother Nora, what, if anything, can you do for the Prime Minister? Monica Wells, Marcia Thomas, Sophia Hall. Mother Nora says, I will sprinkle a little blood and a little rum over him and jump over him, but I don't guarantee anything will work much for him. Started here, Jason K. Collins, Miranda Ruddock, Colleen Allen, Monica Wills. Good evening, Canadian gal. Good evening, Violet Watson, Michael Nepper. Good evening, all, and welcome. Miranda Roddick. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to the gram. Mother Nora says, I can't guarantee you I will jump over him, says Mother Nora. But I can't guarantee you can salt him, bad. He just a walk on a dash where road money, so. He just a walk on a You're like a Nigerian. Them not give money, you know, them duck.
We announced the Shared Prosperity through Accelerated Improvement in Our Road Network, SPARK program, the largest and most comprehensive program in our independent history to improve our road network, including our community roads. This is a massive program that required extensive planning, community-based consultations across the island, as well as an international competitive bidding process. And we are finally at the point today where we will sign the contract for works.
Wicked bomber old boy, this father God. Oh, he lie and blood clot me when me tell him that. What a wicked bomber old boy, this father God.
Yes. Prime Minister standing walk and talk today. And in talk about sparking, talk about reach. What the Prime Minister not talk about, or what the Prime Minister not remember. But Prime Minister was still a drowned in a pothole. We still are dead in the pothole, them Prime Minister. But condolences, Tanisha Ellis, my condolences. But with Journey to St. Thomas and with the Mother Nora, hey, is there anything you can do for Andrew Holness? Mother Nora said, I will jump over him. I will pour libation over him. But there is no guarantee, said Mother Nora, that anything, because the burden round Andrew heavy. Oh yeah, Andrew funeral. The burden, said Mother Nora, is heavy. So let Mother Nora blow a few notes round Andrew Holness, because the burden, Andrew, is heavy around you. Lord Jesus. Court hearing, yes, so. I see report there, so. Scandal there, so. Trillions there, so. Prime Minister. It's an open season for scandal, isn't it, Prime Minister? Let's pour the libation over him.
Africa!
Mother Nora said we blow the note round him. And we jump round him, sprinkle and spray rum round him if needs be. But the burden, Mother Nora said, is so heavy around the Prime Minister. I don't guarantee one thing. Carlos Wagwan, bro. Taras King 13, Ian Hamilton, Ivan Riley, James, everybody Wagwan, Tanisha Ellis, Wagwan, Estina Tyne, everybody good evening. It's watch night for the Prime Minister. One person can't have burden, so. This Prime Minister is running a season for burden. Nothing now going good for you, McMaster. Nothing now going good for you. All tourists left all the way from Wowo yonder, so. All the way from Bucky Cross, Prime Minister. Tourists left all the way from Bucky Cross and come and demonstrate. But Jamaicans are not worthless. Worthless, bad. I want holding on, rubbing against one another to see if I can sharpen on the corner. Dull Jamaicans. I want rubbing against one another. Corner need sharpening. Because tourists come and have to demonstrate the road for no drive and walk on. And walk comfortable and roll comfortable down the mud lane them. What Andrew Holness and Nesta have in the country. Mud lane, pothole industry, and we can import pothole. Prime Minister, come on now. He said the economy now do too well. We can't sell pothole, you know. I mean, other countries would want to try that brilliant piece of product we have in Jamaica, Prime Minister. You know I make money out of pothole. Your money grabbing, you know, sir. You are very money grabbing. Sell the pothole them, no man. That's our new industry. A hit is the hallmark of the Holness administration. Pothole a kill with, pothole a drown with government. That's even 2 weeks ago. Darrell Vance asked you to declare to use emergency measure. Blah, 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 le, le, le. Today you come out, oh, it's an emergency, blah, blah, blah. We knew it was an emergency long time. God, Prime Minister, you wake up. $2 billion though, Prime Minister. A pound of thief, 3 trillion. Boy, no liberty taking. Oh no, liberty taking.
I am blood clot when we tell him that. What are we?
The lie and wicked and liberty taking.
What a wicked bumble boy, this Father God. Oh, he lie and blood clot when we tell him that.
Wicked Prime Minister. What you think $2 billion is going to do with the mash up galangin on Jamaica Road? The tourists have to come. Tourists have to come and demonstrate to fix that road.
Get down to the bad piece of road, and we have a whole heap of tourists, and we're heading down the road now. Oh my God, Mr. MP, Mr. Government, Mr. TEF, turn on the light.
Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road!
All right, see, we're turning back now. Yeah. Bala Cage Road, and the tourists are demanding that it be fixed because it's a road that they use. And the school kids use it too, alright? Come, Mr. Bike Man, mind you're drowning a hit. So tourists, what do you have to tell the government?
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Amen.
Raymond G. Norman, Ferguson, Christine, Gilbert, Wagwan, how wanna do? Did I see Miss Brissett? Jeanette Brissett, good evening. Angela Coates, good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us. We broke down pothole filled, pothole and murder with, while government have promised to find last year.
Announced the shared prosperity.
Yeah. From Holness, I promise we road money, it won't help with count member semi-downs. You have 40 billion was allocated for Spark last year. Then after burial, 3 to 3.5 trillion, a billion was allocated for cleanup and road fixage. Then you have again 2 billion yaso. We don't reach over 50 billion yet per road. And until they didn't sign, so they're ready to start. So gangster Lisa.
Through accelerated improvement in our road network. Spark program. The largest and most comprehensive program in our independent history to improve our road network, including our community roads. This is a massive program that required extensive planning, community-based consultations across the island, as well as an international competitive bidding process. And we are finally at the point today where we will sign the contract for works.
Why Holness don't seem to amaze me, just pluck it up. Pluck it up, Prime Minister. Come with all your 9 night, And 9 night with it tonight. We know the pan of haste tonight. Yeah, wild. Kerosene pan of soup. The bonfire of the Prime Minister. So what's happening? Fall of the wicked, corrupt, money grabbing government. No amount of rocking tonight, Prime Minister. No amount of rocking tonight is going to make you have any good feeling or any good sleep, because before you go to bed, Prime Minister, either you have to cue your scandals to think about them as they come, or, Prime Minister, you have to choose which one do I focus on tonight. Which is the most paramount of my scandals? And you don't want to pay with your help your car then. You know, here say we love bear burden, sir. We love to bear burden, Prime Minister. We want to help you bear the burden where I got to. One leader cannot be so corrupt. One leader cannot be under the spotlight continuously for corrupt practices. Every department and agency your run prime minister is in disgrace. That's why we come. That's why we go St. Thomas today, because we say we have to get one good jumper, some good note blowers, some good libators to see if we cut and clear. Because my God, our country are leader, and we can't have such a stagnant mess over our country. We have to cut and clear you. Blow no rum. Bomb threat government. Bomb threat government. Come Jamaica, we have to be careful of Andrea now. Because we see him using the bomb threat every time he's drawn into a corner. The South Korean leader is backed into a corner because of corruption and all the different scandals of him and his wife. Are backed into a corner. And what did the South Korean leader did last night or yesterday was declare military rule over the country. But the people were not having it. That martial law that was declared in South Korea yesterday only lasted 6 hours. Because as soon as the president declared martial law, the military moved in, the nation came down, even the government owned side, everybody scrambled to parliament because the constitution provides a vote for the president to declare martial law. And politicians and everybody all scrambled to parliament to make sure they have that vote done to roll back the martial law. Is the people of Jamaica ready for Andrew's declaration of martial law to protect him, to reinforce him in government? Our democracy, Jamaica, is on a very slippery edge with this government, with this current dictatorial leader. Our democracy is on a slippery edge. Should Andrew become the South Korean leader and declare military rule over the country, will the people of Jamaica stand up to defend their democracy? Will the Jamaica Labour Party stand against Andrew Holness to protect our democracy? Because this prime minister is swallowed day in, day out by corruption. And at no point this prime minister exercises integrity, transparency, or accountability. The prime minister is becoming more and more of an authoritarian. Let's listen to the prime minister road distress when I walk around with heavy panning back. Echo, how you do?
Should exercise that statutory authority. Today, I am declaring the road conditions a national emergency. Several things will flow from that. Firstly, it is a signal from a policy perspective to all the executives who have statutory authority as to how they should exercise that statutory authority in treating with the issues that flow from this road crisis that we have. For those who are going to come out of the woodwork to criticize, the government has already allocated a significant sum of resource, $45 billion, that was entirely subject to the procurement legislation in the ordinary way. The government is now announcing a further $2 billion Jamaican dollars to be spent on our main road network for patching and reinstating the roads to drivable condition. This will be done following the law as well, using emergency procurement rules.
A wicked bumble old boy, this Father God. Oh, he lie and blood clot me when me tell him that.
That the work will begin immediately. There are 21 grade 1 contractors. The NWA will use the various methodologies approved for emergency procurement to engage those grade 1 contractors, to mobilize them right across Jamaica. Of roads to drivable conditions done. This is not going to repair every single road. You will note that the government already, since Hurricane Beryl, has spent, using emergency methodologies, significant sums of funds to clear and reinstate roads. But you will also note that since Beryl, it has been almost rain. And so the roads have deteriorated far beyond what we had budgeted and reasonably could have expected. It is indeed a crisis, and every Jamaican is of that view, and it should be dealt with as a crisis, as an emergency. We had already allocated $3 billion under the REACH program. That $3 billion was partially MP directed, meaning that it was focused on community roads, and the MPs had some ability to select the roads that were of concern. This program will be entirely nationally directed. So the NWA will supply the cabinet with a list of main roads, main thoroughfares that are severely affected, and we expect that we will use this $2 billion to reinstate that critical network. So it's high volume traffic areas, critical connecting points, economically sensitive roads that we will give the initial focus on to ensure that, for example, areas that are now slowed up in traffic because cars have to be navigating potholes, and every 30 seconds you spend, additional 30 seconds you spend navigating a pothole, you multiply that by every car that has to navigate that pothole, which increases the waiting time for every citizen. So we're going to make this strategic, deliberate, and direct intervention to ensure that we don't lose any more productivity because of our road conditions. So
after him. Hold my right hand, because if not so, we're going to have to fling Shandy back up and lick the man you off a stage when he talk. Because when him hold the mic, the Prime Minister is a fluff of empty foolishness. Because you run out of empty promise now in the Prime Minister. All you have left is empty foolishness. Empty foolishness, Prime Minister. That's all you have left. Because you run out of everything. Make we quickly run into criminal boy a punish town. We are going in the neck of him woods. All on them make we bring in with WhatsApp in the midst of things. And show them say WhatsApp become a part of our broadcast now. Where is Wicked James? Not James, where the wicked thief with money weekly. Hold on. Let me get the bigger phone. Right, let me put it on screen. Bear with. Bear with me, my people. I be a gunman MP in the Jamaica Labour Party. You know? You have to take time to talk to them. Jamaica, hold on there. You have to take time to talk to Labour right now and talk to them, you know. Remember, all of them are gunman. Them will jack gun pound, you know. Them will point gun in our face. Them will quiet policeman. Them will come out pound when police shoot them bad man friend Jamaica. Be careful of these gun holding gangster labor right politician. Careful Jamaica. A big gunman round way. When you hear me say we're surrounded, we are surrounded by gunman.
We are team.
We are surrounded by a gunman. But I could chip through with slide. Prime Minister, me search on Google today. And when Google and AI don't know about the Prime Minister, I don't go so. So no one can talk it. Tap it. And somebody needs to talk to you about the multiple victim violence incident. Because Mr. Prime Minister, Google don't know about it. AI don't know about it. Myself have been to law school for 6 years and done 2 years of deep research in criminal law. Prime Minister never come across it. So stop it. Stop it, Prime Minister. Enough of it. Stop the nonsense. Evan Riley, how are you? Stop it. Nothing don't go so. Master Couponing Foundation. Stop it. It don't go so. Stop walk and talk. You make up thing, Evan Bradford, and make it up. To avoid use the correct term, mass shooting or mass murder. Stop the nonsense. Nobody else don't know about it barring you. Barring you, nobody knows about it. Holness declare Jamaica Road a national emergency. Aren't you embarrassed though, Prime Minister? This is an embarrassment, you know. This is a glaring failure of your leadership when it comes to road maintenance across the country, as you are the person who is responsible for the National Works Agency. And you are the one who cut the funding for the maintenance or rolled back the legislation for the funding of our roads, Prime Minister. Look there. You how we are driving a well. Well, we're not like God will go catch water anymore, you know, Prime Minister. It's not like the days of when we used to go to well, go catch water. And you mean in 2024, we're having wells in the middle of our roads, which we didn't have in 1980. I mean, deep old craters. We are being drowned in pothole in 2024, which we didn't in 1980, Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister sit down and mourn and complain. Oh, they never did anything when they were there for 18 years. They never did anything. But you have stolen $3 trillion in 9 years, Prime Minister. Rapidly. $3 trillion in 9 years. What have you done? The road them broke down upon you. You give a license to drillers and frackers. The land just a slip all around with so. Earthquake just a fire left, right, and center around with so. You just assign crooked deal with trade with citrus just so. An environmental polluting Prime Minister. A Prime Minister who sold the environment for a bob. Isn't it, Prime Minister? You're a crooked man. Desdemona, Prime Minister. When we think so, you know, we're going to walk and mourn Grace Clinton over $1.7 trillion. We have to start a new mourning all over again. Because the looters and shooters of our public purse, because you see, when you're a thief, you don't go take up, thief normally take up what they can manage. Looters and shooters into the shop and then set fire to it. This is what is happening in our country. It is what is happening with our public purse. Looting and shooting by the Jamaica Labour Party. Count from the gangster Andrew Wheatley, come all the way down. They're all a bunch of looters and shooters, aren't they? This government, this Andrew Holness-led government is surrounded by looters and shooters. There's many of them awaiting to go on trial or to go to prison. Even the Marissa Dalwood to Filbert is awaiting a ruling as well. Bunch of looters and shooters. An environmental criminal. How much more one dege Prime Minister can be? Talk truth. how much more one prime minister can carry another blunder on his shoulder? This prime minister regularly lies about everything. There's no system of accountability under Holness regime. It's just come take it up, fatten your pocket and full your crop. Just like old Jai did tell Ennis. You sit down the 8 year and you full your crop. Jamaica, it's disgraceful. It's the most money-grabbing serpent we've ever been led by, June 26. This prime minister is a serpent, a blood-sucking parasite, because this prime minister is latched to the purse of the country and has failed for 9 years to provide financial appropriations account. And Nigel just swan off, so. Just swan off, so. Everybody have a field day to just spend. Chris Stockton, nearly 700 billion. Nearly 700 billion, Chris Stockton. Dunsans, maybe. Disaster. Disaster for Jamaica. There's nothing other than disaster, because if a country money run wonders, can just get up every day and go like a butt against sun. There's no system of accountability. Right now, we don't even know who can investigate them money. Them just gone like Samuel shot. And this government want to tell us how well they have done with our economy. Imagine, though, if this $3 trillion, it's the life of 2 financial years for the country. Because if you remember, this financial budget that Nigel effed up in the parliament after giving time to dot his I's and cross his T was 1.3 trillion. So the money what them can account for is over this that can run the country for 2 years. That's enough budgetary wise to run the country for 2 years. But oopsie daisy, we can't really give an account for it, you see, because rain fall and wet up the receipt, them dog eat the hard cover book. The hog rub against with pen and no ink no in it since the hog rub against it. And all that jazz. But no farm accountability. We would even make up something tell we. We just don't have no regard for it. We just don't care. We just powerful and mighty unto ourselves. And things say and no, so we can't do nothing. So we don't even have to put down nothing on paper. We don't even have to tell we don't lie. We just have to ignore us. We don't have to tell we don't lie. All we don't have to do is just look the other way. Did that really happen? I don't know. I didn't hear and I didn't see. I saw no cheat with. Look the other way, government. Imagine just when you want to secure your 3rd term, everything crashed down upon your Holness. Because you know what? God says you don't fear. Can you take 2 terms for yourself and full in a pocket, and then you look power and tell we say, all right, wanna vote for me, and what is that come out of the 3rd term? And I get it. Hungry and full, you know. We are so hungry and full that even when him fully in belly, out of 2 term, thief and fatten holy pan friend them. Thief and fatten holy pan friend them, you know. The Prime Minister is saying to us, give me another term, and I will make sure when I have $20,000 for go shop, go buy good economic management and confuse the giddy aunties out of you, because good economic management can yam. This is how this guy treats us. Treats us like we're a fool. My people, the Easy Jerk does his sources, so link him on Instagram to see how his sources goes and how you can arrange to buy and transport them or ship them. So this government, everywhere you turn, money loss. See them? All Nigel in the loot. All Nigel will run off sideways in the loot. So them are going to come and them are going to say, oh, because of COVID, remember so they book them when they book them their social distance. When they computer them their social distance. When they pen them their social distance. And so we think the pen them would have sneeze span way. And they book them would have blow their nose span way. We never really go near them. So we couldn't write down nothing. We couldn't joke nothing on a computer keyboard or anything, because we say we and the whole of the instrument them was social distancing. Just like how this government has social distance with transparency, accountability, good integrity, good standing in public life, good code of ethics. This government, this man is a failure. You're wait for ruling tomorrow. Marissa Dalwympo Filbert, I wait for ruling. $3 trillion, NEPA scandal, NHT scandal, 2 IC report to be tabled. And Holness, this is a total collapse. Jamaica Medical Doctors Association and teachers, lecturers at the University of the West Indies are giving the government ultimatum over public sector work and pay. In the United Kingdom, in the Westminster politics, Andrew Holness, that you all like to refer to when it suits you, this would be called a winter of discontent, because so much is going bad, horribly bad for the government, only that the people are not demonstrating. This would be referred to as a winter of discontent. But what I will dub it as, Prime Minister, is a Christmas of discontent. Because the nation Not if I can get to move around in a Christmas, Prime Minister. Because them don't have no road to move pan. Chaka chaka government. One heap of passa. What can go so? What can go so? Careless government. What can go so? What can go so? One heap of passa. Christmas of discontent government. What is bothering me, Prime Minister, is that you want a third term. You are confident of a third term. But with so much scandal, Prime Minister, with the road them where they plan for campaign pan, will bust up and pop up pan you. The good economic management where you give with Finiam will choke with and we don't have water to drink with it. The good employment figure where you talk about what we know say you use rubber and rub out your so and fix it back how you want it. Rolling comfortable from one scandal to another scandal. People that can't hit the like button before we start quarrel. Why not love the problem? Rolling comfortable from one scandal to the next. How do you expect a nervous you know, want to call the election, you know? Janet Riley, you want to call it, you know? Because you know that it's only going to get worse for you. You cannot accomplish any of your promises to check the nation. Not even the piss. We not go piss by the road. Because you know that mall and gas oil, we want to use one and a fix road. Them something don't look the way, you know. We don't walk and talk, so we spend billions and this and that on the road. A mall and gas oil and roller. We don't just spread them all, roll it, wet it, roll it, and spray it with gas oil. And that we not call road. And just wait till rain fall and breeze blow. Same thing all over again. You don't have anything for campaign pan, Prime Minister. It is getting awfully waterer. Why on earth don't you call the election now? This is your best shot, you know. If you really want it, if you're sure you can bring home a third term for the Jamaica Labour Party, your best time is now. Call the election. Let the country show you how much they have supported your pivot. Because by the looks of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, don't look like them support your pivot at all, because them say your pivot that side, yeah, and them not get any of the pivot. Staff IUI say with Java service, we now work for so. We nyam just like una just tell we what how good economic management can nyam, and then we couldn't go buy good economic management this November because we don't pay we backside. I will not talk. We not come and work. We're not coming to work. If we can't pay we not work. How the Andrew Holness led regime is going to recover from all of these back-to-back blunder, where him and him criminal them the pan road a walk and them prison gene and pantan. This is a governmented scandal. A government don't know what to do other than create optics for it. But if you think to say you and Marissa Dalwymple Filbert is going to use bomb threats and close the court so we can hear on a disgrace can get for shake out in the public, a lie uno tell. Because uno don't remember said, you see, because uno have an analog mentality, uno not digitized yet. Because uno criminality is analog. Because uno still a thief, like when I did JBC and RGR. And once JBC and RGR tell you about it today, it done for lifetime. Done. We're in a digital era. We advance to the analog state where we are thief in. So every thief on a thief, we know. Every thief on a thief, we run with it. But the PMP, them are fully quiet about the $3 trillion. Man, let me tell you something. Stop walk and post up Michael Manley on your page. There's a lot of things Andrew are doing in the country that you should be talking about on your page. Tap the posting of Michael Manley on your page. I'm tired of the dead politics. I am tired of dead politics. I want to leave the dead people them alone to dead in peace and talk about the politics of today, what is important to the people. Lower with the Michael Manley is him galangin. Leave the dead, just like coming I want to hear about Shiny Robinson, I want to hear about Michael Manley. Because no, I carry out any of Michael Manley agendas or policies. So we want to leave the man in peace and deal with the issues of today. Deal with where we are now. Michael Manley did the best he could at that point. What have successive leaders of the People's National Party done to enhance Michael Manley's vision for Jamaica? We want to leave the man in peace and deal with what we have to deal with in front of it today. There's enough that the Jamaica Labour Party is going on with to highlight and talk about, rather than talking about what Michael Manley did one time, not or whatever. Enough of the dead politics isn't.
Of a land on a faraway strand. It's a beautiful old paradise. In my Jesus land, where we never.
It's in today's Gleaner article, Yard Night. It's in this morning's Gleaner. So if you go on the Gleaner Facebook page, you should find it over there. You know, Jamaica is probably one of the country which is most demonized, invoke, where them invoke most demon power. Because you notice, as opposed to any country who will push back on government and the effort, Jamaicans are barely pushing back. I mean, there's pockets here, pockets there. But as a country, collectively as a people, we are not anywhere near showing a force to the government across the country to say, because if the people had marched upon the Jamaica Labour Party, the Jamaica Labour Party would have to get rid of Andrew Holness. But because you, the people in the country, sit down quietly, hoping for a general election to remove Andrew, the country continues to go in the wrong direction. The question is there anyone in the Jamaica Labour Party that would have a different or a better direction from Andrew Holness? Perhaps, maybe, one don't know, I don't know. But certainly, Andrew Holness' vision to fill his pocket is now up. Andrew Holness have garnered enough. It is time for Andrew Holness to move on. Seriously, there is no reason for Andrew Holness to stay in Zenith Bedford when he's not doing anything beneficial for Jamaicans. He have not fulfilled any of his promises, not even his 100-day promise. He even came back with the JPS promise 3 times. No. Can't continue like this. And this is why the Jamaica Labour Party ought to be and should be punished at the polls. Because the Jamaica Labour Party have sat, protected, coerced, and allow Andrew Holness to raid through the country's budget. Yes, Kathy, I played it. Let me see if I open it and bring it in again. I played it on WhatsApp earlier. I played it earlier. Let me bring it back in stream again. The country is falling apart. The country is falling apart. And another thing that is rather irritating, the government continue to convince us that crime is down. But every day we see around us that this government is lying. Every time the government tells us crime is down, the government is lying to us because we see the figures around us day in, day out. The government keep underreporting and massaging the figures. Hold on, let me bring in the other one into play. Hold on there, hold on there. Yes, badman government, gunman government, thieving, broke Jamaica Petrojam purse. Andrew Wheatley's government, yes, one of Andrew Holness, badman friend, with him Spanish town gunman. I wonder, Mr. Wheatley, if you would have given the go-ahead to block, to set fire in the middle of the road. Just ask him, Mr. Wheatley. Just ask him. Andrew Wheatley. I wonder if by any chance you gave the orders, Marcia B. Ronnie Snickers. I wonder if you, Andrew Wheatley, gave the order, block the road, and strike matches. Because you didn't came out as an MP, it seemed, Mr. Wheatley. Seemed as if you came out as a done man. A community done who's standing up for their community, Mr. Wheatley. That's the message that what you said in that video sends. It's a done man giving order. Not even police can tap you. Because we are Batman JLP. And police afraid of what we can call with gunman Minister of Security Chang. And say, pull them boy they back, Or fire transfer them boy there, Gangster government. Pothole overrun the government. Looting and shooting our public budget government. A government lack of integrity. A government that has become an authoritarian, because it's only authoritarian prime minister, grab up so much ministry and agencies in them arm. You all are run Them department upon your mobile phone now. Mobile phone run the government. Because the amount of different people you have to have report to your daytime, Andrew. I want WhatsApp group you must have where they say, sir, I'm from economic growth. Sir, I'm from NHT. Sir, I'm from Heart. Sir, I'm from NEPA. Sir, I'm from Forestry. Sir, I'm from Defense. Good God Almighty. Andrew, sir, I'm from the Electoral Commission. Sir, I am from the political ombudsman. So you're not tired. Talk it through. You're not confused. Because you can't count the department them on your finger and you have to knock your chest. Or you have to do them like a cricket. You mark down 4 tick, then you mark 1 more cross, you make 5. So you have to remember them, you know, Prime Minister, there's no way. You can't name them without doing it on your finger. Remember, stay clear of foreign. You go study, you know. Joseph Patterson was arrested because it was purely political, to be honest with you. Joseph Patterson's arrest was purely political. It was purely political. That's what Andrew and him friend them use it for. Denise Hilton. But Jamaica, we're going to have to wise up. It is closing in. Andrew dictatorship is closing in on us. We will have something to lose if we don't stand to defend our democracy. Andrew Holness' back is against the wall at the moment. There's a big old splatter and platter in the Jamaica Labour Party. Tomorrow's judgment could tip the Jamaica Labour Party base against Andrew Holness. How the judgment goes tomorrow and how the ruling, particularly of the Prime Minister, comes out tomorrow, it can tip the bar as to which side the Jamaica Labour Party public support goes. Or the Jamaica Labour Party may just carry on in the pig pen, wallowed in the muck and the shit that it's used to. But certainly, it's not good at all. And that we hear when we go to St. Thomas go look into the future, and that them say, it really don't look good. It really don't look good for the Prime Minister. And because the Prime Minister is so tainted, because of the sitting duck that the Prime Minister is, Othniel Reid. Because the Prime Minister is so docile, the Prime Minister is so dictatorial, the Prime Minister is going to hold on until the very last bit. But as I said, tomorrow, as much as it don't look good for them, it could tip the balance, or they could just wallow in the disgrace that it is. Watch the not so wholesome court might delay judgment until next year. Watch. And the court can't be playing with us because, you see, these issues are matters of constitutional importance because the Prime Minister is trying to struck out a piece of legislation. So the court cannot dangle, because what this will do, this will either say, yes, you can go ahead with the judicial review, or no, you can't. If they say, yes, you can go ahead with the judicial review, it will get nasty, because it's going to almost be a flash out between Justice Panton's team and Andrew Holness's team in the court. If they say, no, you cannot go forward, that's really quite a hard slap in the face of Andrew Holness. Thus will make the Prime Minister even weaker than he is, with pending, 3 reports to be tabled, whether he's going to table them tomorrow, or we will have to wait until next week, Tuesday. Whatever way, though, this government has picked up pace going over the cliff. As a matter of when this government gets to the bottom, it's down to the Prime Minister to either one, step aside, or call the election. But because him so greedy and him so stubborn and him so glutton and all for himself, the Prime Minister is determined to ride the storm out. The waves, though, Prime Minister, are getting bigger. Kate M., how you do? The waves, Prime Minister, are building around you. The waves are building around you, Prime Minister. Don't know how you're going to make your way through that one. Yeah? Only experienced people can cross it, Prime Minister. And at this time, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, you're not doing well in your swimming skills, Prime Minister, aren't you? Eldog, not doing well with your swimming skills at all, Libran Stocker. Because you just underwater, Holness underwater. St. Thomas people say they can't help you. They don't have enough foal to kill, to sprinkle blood over your Prime Minister. Them say you're salt, you're salt, you're salt. Hold on to my peeps. We have to quote the Prime Minister with cursing, because we want to make sure that hellfire catch him quick. So him a go, hellfire come. So it was them we meet right at Calamity Junction. Prime Minister Willie Dunn, how are you? The two one will meet right at Calamity Junction, because this Prime Minister is a mammoth failure. You look left, failure in this government. You look right, failure in this government. Till all tourists come to Jamaica, I tell Prime Minister to fix that road.
We a thief. Wicked bumper old boy, this father God. Oh, he lie and blood clot me when me tell him that.
Wicked and lying Prime Minister. 9 years worth of lies. And you're asking the country to give you another 4 or 5 years. And all you can give the country is a few people get $20,000 we can't buy anything in a supermarket. Planting Prime Minister. $500 and $600 finger. Potato Prime Minister are $200 for one dege potato. And you say the economy is so good, Barbara Simpson. You claim to say the economy is so good under Holness. Look at it now. Look at our roads. You think if you did do any sort of maintenance on the roads over the last 9 years, you think they would have fallen apart like this on you? It's not the first Jamaica have a lot of rain. Don't make it look like Jamaica is in unprecedented rainfall. No, Jamaica is facing unprecedented lack of maintenance of public infrastructure. Because you, Prime Minister, wait till the tree drop a dot before you take it up and you start catch it up. You didn't maintain the roadways at all. And that's why everything collapsed on you now. That Darrell Vaz, an arch nemesis and a rival, have to call upon you to invoke emergency measures. And then you come out to the roadway then is a national emergency. And we're going to use the emergency this and the emergency that. You're going to use the emergency this and the emergency that. But you have been responsible for that department, for the National Works Agency. Arlene Foster, how are you? You have been running the National Works Agency. And the entire country roads pop down around you. And you never realize, isn't it a sign, Andrew Holness, that your hands are full and you can barely manage the amount of things you take up on your hand? Your hands are full. So you can't even remember or manage your portfolio because you have so much. But you come off of the phone with one, we're just done report to you, one more command, them send email, them send report. You don't have time to read it because it's so much different people. That's why you have become so confused. That's why you're all over the place, because it's practically your job to be confused by the many different things you do. You do not have anything that you have deep focus on, Prime Minister. Everything I just walk and touch and walk and draw your hand pan as you go along. A country cannot be run like that. Coupled with that, Prime Minister, you're running 3 companies and 28 bank accounts a wife and couple girlfriends and all that jazz? How much time do you really have for our country? When you are doing so much in your personal time, you have studied a full-time degree. You're running 3 companies, 28 bank account, and a full-fledged family wife with side chick wife drawing guns at you and all that jazz, Prime Minister. Like, seriously? Hmm? We can't continue like this. We cannot continue flying without wing because the wing of our country is broken in the Prime Minister. You mash this country up more than ever. When you come with a sweep and floor in a hospital. When you come with a water for drink. When you come with a road for drive pan. When you come chitty and them down with school them. When you come and be a thiefing a guan. I mean, them have no money higher than trillion because on move up fast, you know. Jamaica upscale the thing now. Not about billions and not thieving anymore. We don't take thief into the trillions. Them a loot, them a shoot, them a wail. Shantytown. Wheatley drop off a shape now. Shantytown. And you are wait pan the case now. Shant is a Shantytown government, isn't it? Shantytown government. Look at the potholes across our country. I mean, we could sit comfortably in them in a hot day under the broiling sun to feel a bit cool, isn't it? Jamaica. We don't need Figure Beach anymore because we can swim in the middle of our roads, can't we? We can swim in the middle of our road. So why do we need beach? That's why them take away beach. Because them say, all right, we'll give them pools and oceans, rivers and lakes right in the middle of the road. Shantytown government. Balaclava government. Pickpocket government.
Down to the bad piece of road, and we have a whole heap of tourists, and we're heading down the road now. Oh my God, Mr. MP, Mr. Government, Mr. TEF, turn on the light.
Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Fix that road! Fix that road!
All right, see, we're turning back now.
Prime Minister, imagine tourists coming to the country. I Sylvia Williams. But the method that the tourists will be taking back home is that it is so bad in Jamaica that we have to protest to the Jamaican government to fix that road. Isn't that a scandal, Prime Minister? Given the fact, Prime Minister, you have swung your way all the way off to Christopher Columbus's land to seek approval from Air Massa to rebrand Jamaica's international image, Prime Minister. How about the roads, the crime, the corruption, the health care, the poor wage scale, the second highest on the murder rate in the region, the first, the top of low wages in the region, broke down a road government, want to push start government, time up, Andrew Holness. It is closing in on you. The only thing that's saving you, Andrew, it's because the Jamaica Labour Party as a party do not have integrity. You're protected, Andrew, by thieves. Mrs. Charles Jr. Oh, you quiet, Sir Pernell? No, sir.
No? Yeah. This is a Villa Lacade Road, and the tourists are demanding that it be fixed because it's a road that they use, and the school kids use it too. All right, come, Mr. Bike Man, mind you're drowning ahead. So tourists, what do you have to tell the government?
Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road! Fix that road!
Amen.
What a message, Andrew Holness. What a message for the tourists to take back home. Colonel Charles Jr., the other daughter, good evening. How are you? What has Chopper John done to you, Colonel Charles? Has Chopper John threatened you? We want to know, Colonel. Because since Chopper John came out and spoke violently about Colonel Charles' two daughters, what he also did after the by-election was said Andrew Holness need to drop Colonel Charles Jr. from the cabinet, the other daughter. Colonel Charles Jr. has gone amazing. I wonder if you'd have foreign the other daughter. Anybody see Colonel Charles and them walking? Anybody see Colonel Charles and now them walking? Whoa, Colonel Charles and now we're talking. Because while we're concerned about you, see, Colonel, more reports have dropped. You vehemently defended the Prime Minister, didn't you? Yes, Colonel Charles. You wallowed in Parliament. You wallowed in front of the commission, the IC committee. But ever since Chopper John came out, you have gone into silence. Boy, even though Mother Nora dead and gone and a rest in peace, I wonder if Mother Nora could have jumped round Colonel Charles. I wonder if Mother Nora could have jumped round your because we want to find you, You're just gone missing so. You're just gone missing so, Colonel Charles. Colonel Charles just gone missing. Colonel Charles, the strongest one, will turn up in an Andrew corner where deal. I mean, I know what happened. Andrew said, no, Chopper John said, go deal with him case. From Chopper John talk. I don't know if James Robertson pint up anything in your face, sir. I don't know if Dean Jones pint up anything in a Colonel Charles' face. And we want Colonel Charles to come out, come attack Justice Pantan. Colonel Charles, where are you? Colonel in the garden hiding. Silent in the whole JLP camp for Tusher and Bernard. But Colonel Charles was rustling up his feather in September when Andrew report was tabled. Colonel Charles was on fire. What happened to Colonel Charles? No. Colonel Charles broke down a road like the JLP old bus. Broke down a road, Colonel Charles. I could jump over Colonel Charles and knock. Put him under kerosene pan or pump pan and knock over my head. Because you know when you knock the pump pan over my head, you come back to life. Me notice over GTV group, I pick up few more viewers because people realize that no advert no over there, so them tend to run over there. So but you hit the like button though. If you now watch the channel when an advert no play upon, you hit the like button and give us support. And whatever channel you depend on, a £2 super chat, especially on upon GTV where I watch advert free. Yes, a £2 super chat is support. Because if you finger stick and hook and can't hit the like button, then you may just straighten up to hit the donation button or a membership button. Andrew in problem. Judgment from Andrew Holness. Your grave is dig, Prime Minister. It's a matter of when the country says ash to ash, dust to dust, government. Andrew Holness said it over here when night. If you over here, you can hit the like button, Andrew Holness. And you can donate Jamaica $3 trillion back to the country. We want if you buy, we want with $3 trillion. Me have my source, Prime Minister, where we can send a China tomorrow morning, go buy the equipments where we hospital need, such as X-ray, CT scan, and all the machine, the Prime Minister. I have my contact ready right now. Well, if you give me with $3 trillion, Prime Minister, I have my contact ready right now. When we can send go to China, when we can go buy equipment to the hospital. Somebody will understand the business community in China and what Jamaica needs and where to go and where to find them and what to find. Give away money, we could buy with things then. Give we back with money. We not send you in prison. Just give we back your money and we do what we want to do with it and you go on about your business. The Prime Minister belly is full. But the Prime Minister rather be choked, rather vomit upon himself, just because the Prime Minister no want to stop eat food. The case on table report, because this Prime Minister, we have to be careful of the careless Keisha, Because remember, say Keisha always say, why we can't bother prosecute them. Time has passed, our time not this or it's not in interest. So that is something, because the rulings have come with them as well. So we're waiting to hear what Keisha's argument will be about these investigation report that has now surfaced. So what we have 3. So when them at 3 table, we will be 4 down and 4 to go. Because remember, for the Prime Minister in front of the court, and if 3 are got tabled, then we're 4 down. Thank you, Echo. Thank you. We're 4 down and we're 4 to go. But who do you think these 3 reports are related to? I'm going for Everard, Juliet, and Pernell. Who are your choices? Mine are Everard, Juliet, and Pernell. Who are your choices for the illicit reports coming up? Why? You see, just after the Christmas break, me want another 4 job. And Holness, it would be a sign if you can tag on beyond March for a general election. It is quite clear now that you cannot wait for September. Going on to September, you're going to be so weak. Going on to September, you're going to be so weak that you might as well concede before the counting even starts. So you said Juliet, Dalrymple, and Charles. So it would be very unwise, Prime Minister, to go beyond March for a general election. Very, very unwise. Even now, March is really too late because you're swimming neck deep at the moment. The water is coming up to your nose, Prime Minister. It won't be long before you go under. And that is why I say the latest you can take the plunge is March. I would encourage you to dissolve Parliament tomorrow. Call a general election. The nation is, I don't know at the moment. That might give you a good shot at it. But Prime Minister, the longer you wait it out, the more devastating, the faster the collapse, the lower your electability and everything, your trustworthiness and everything slips. But I'm still amazed, political strategy-wise, of how the Jamaica Labour Party is prepared to go under with the Prime Minister. Carlos Farman did me call out the Jankro. Granny sauce, over here there, and the ackee tree. You don't hear nothing? You don't hear nothing this time? Because Juliet cannot take an embarrassment until it is tabled. Juliet leak pan her husband. Juliet leak pan Miguel. Juliet now leak pan herself. Don't you find it strange? Talk to Juliet Holness, Chris Tufton, Favorable, and Chang. Why? You know why me want Wami particularly? Me want somebody where Andrew cannot talk to, cannot make any remarks or cannot request them to do anything because Andrew is so fearful of being blown up in public by his party. Give and say no. There's many different wars in the Jamaica Labour Party at the moment. You have the unpopularity, authoritarianism of Andrew, which holds the entire party to ransom. You have division over the seats for the next general election. You have a very wide division of the treatments of the party base and party worker by this Andrew Holness regime. There's many different wars. Abina Sarkodie, how are you? There's many different wars bouncing alongside each other in the Jamaica Labour Party at the moment. They're trying to keep bittersweet peace. It won't work for long. 2 of the pigs have already broken from the pen. You remember Kim Brown Lawrence. You also remember Rosalie Hamilton. You think more pig now will come out? What I am waiting for is bigger pigs, like the Tuftons and the Vars and all of the rivals of Andrew Holness, who will want to put themselves forward to become the next leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. Possibly the next prime minister, if they could push Andrew out before a general election. One of you could move off into the pension sunshine with a big salary without even have to work hard for it. Because if you push Andrew now and you become prime minister, even if you lose at the next general election, you still walk away with the salary that dirty old crook PJ Patterson had prepared for himself and all of you. What a bang around. Criminal after criminal. Since Michael Manley say I got be a criminal. Since Michael Manley and Siaga be a criminal element we having our public purse. Them teeth openly. But this one is the most disgraceful money-grabbing prime minister Jamaica has ever seen. Anyway, my people, thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for attending Watch Night for Andrew Holness's collapse. A government in total decline. Oh God, people over GTV. Wasn't afraid me cuss. Hit the like button, man. Good God. Hit the like button over GTV, please. Those of you on GTV group 385, the one that have the green logo, can you hit the like button for us, please? Good grief. Those of you who are on GTV group 385, unless I haters I watch over there, sir. No, sir. I have haters I watch over GTV group. Cause them over there and them nah hit the like button. Why you the turn bad? Would you really, really, really turn bad? But if you're not labor right, you know, we just have to see it for what it is. And the Holness smash up the country. We just have to talk what the Prime Minister do. The Prime Minister not have no right to mash up the country. Somebody labor right them over or people from platforms when I like me over GTV group. It can't be that them over there and them just stubborn so. And we can't even get to conk them in them further or fling the dust to lick them. But other palm producer we in Global TV, good God Almighty, when you can take the likes to 200, you just stand by and stubborn. But this is where watch night comes to an end. Remember to say, tomorrow morning, we are hoping that the government do not use his state power to declare any malarkey or any unanswered story so the court them can't get to deliver them judgment. And we have to go wait and sit down and put we hand our jaw and wonder, say, when will we get this decision? But as we say, tomorrow is the well-anticipated court ruling. Get well soon, Arlene, and make sure you throw all natural remedy at your flu. As much natural remedy you can throw at it. Anyway, my people, thank you very much for being here tonight in the Global Television Group. Join us back tomorrow morning, which is funeral day. So you know, say, black clothes come out. While set up there, go and them man round the back there, kill the goat for tomorrow. Them season it up already. Peas in a big pot of soak. We will certainly put the prime ministers to rest tomorrow. Or we will tie a horse to the court and drag them along with us anywhere we choose. Thank you and good night from the Global Television Group.
System needs some fixing. Too much you hear about corrupt politicians and nothing happen. Too much you hear about politicians who take away poor people money and none of them reach in jail. And to the young people at home or wherever you are, and to all Jamaicans, I have one question for you. Take a look at your communities. Take a look at the sliding dollar. Take a look at the failing healthcare and ask yourselves, where is the progress? Where is the progress that this arrogant and disrespectful government keeps talking about? With this existing callous government, matters have gone from bad to worse.